Apparently, Kim Kardashian has had enough of Kanye West and his constant attacks. As you know, Kanye has been doing interviews where he said disparaging comments about his ex and her parenting style, or lack thereof, I should say. There was also the birthday fiasco where he claimed that Kim's security was trying to keep him away from seeing his children. Now she has decided to set the record straight as she accuses Kanye of manipulating the narrative of their divorce. This clapback from Kim, however, comes after Kanye posted a screenshot of his daughter on TikTok, tagged Kim, and said in the caption, "Since this is my first divorce, I need to know what I should do about my daughter being put on TikTok against my will." And during his interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, Kanye claimed that she was letting North wear lipstick and do TikTok videos just to antagonize him. Wanting to send a message to Kim and the rest of her team, he said, "There's two things I said to her. Tell her security not gonna be in between me and my kids, and also tell her don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok, and don't have her TikTok at all if I don't approve that. And I said it after it was done without me knowing." For those of you who don't know, Kim and North started a TikTok page together and currently have just over 5 million followers, although the account does say managed by an adult, which I'm assuming has to be Kim double checking that every TikTok going out is fine. Although Kim is starting to believe that what's actually more harmful for their daughter isn't TikTok at all, it's these attacks by Kanye. Finally addressing the situation regarding North's TikTok page, Kim said in an Instagram post, "Kanye's constant attacks on me in interviews and on social media is actually more hurtful than any TikTok North might create. As the parent who is the main provider and caregiver for our children, I am doing my best to protect our daughter while also allowing her to express her creativity in the medium that she wishes with adult supervision, because it brings her happiness. Divorce is difficult enough on our children, and Kanye's obsession with trying to control and manipulate our situation so negatively and publicly is only causing further pain for all. From the beginning, I have wanted nothing but a healthy and supportive co-parenting relationship because it is what is best for our children, and it saddens me that Kanye continues to make it impossible every step of the way. I wish to handle all matters regarding our children privately, and hopefully he can finally respond to the third attorney he has had in the last year to resolve any issues amicably." And I really don't think that Kanye likes to handle anything privately, but hopefully for the sake of his kids, he can see why this is such an issue. I get that he wants to protect his kids from the dangers that exist on TikTok, but there needs to be more communication happening offline if that's the case. If he truly had concerns, he would have gone through his attorney instead of adding more fuel to the fire. Kanye also said in that Hollywood Unlocked interview, "And then it happened again, so I feel like it's poking the bear or trying to antagonize me or create this crazy narrative." But when it comes to narratives, Kanye can't actually believe that he is a victim here. He's constantly trying to get out a narrative and even criticize Kim's parenting styles in his latest song called Easy. In the song, he claims that their kids are being left with nannies and watched by the Kardashian TV crew. In the lyric, he says, "I got love for the nannies, but real family is better. The cameras watch the kids, y'all stop taking the credit." Following the news that Julia Fox had broken up with Kanye West, Azealia Banks has decided to start a brand new feud with Julia and disputing how the breakup happened. In response to the Daily Mail running a headline that Julia was spotted crying in the airport after the breakup, Julia reposted the article to her Instagram stories and added, "At Daily Mail, y'all are straight trash. I haven't cried since 1997 and I especially wouldn't cry over this. If anything, I've been laughing more than before, and if I look like ish, it's cause I got out at Terminal 1 and ran on foot to Terminal 7 cause I was late for a plane to go see the only men that matter, which is my son and my dad." She then added in another post that people would love it if she was upset and that the media is trying to paint her as this sad, lonely woman, but the reality is that she is a #1 hustler. She added that Kanye and her are on good terms and that she just wasn't in love with him. The last part though there is important. When she says that if we want the full tea, we're going to have to buy the book when it comes out, that set Azealia off. She took a screenshot of this and wrote on top of it, "We already know the tea, fool ya. You came to Miami looking for SW, same lawyer was in contact with Ye, and it was a weak PR stunt from the jump. What did you hustle from him? A bag and some Luciennes? You absolutely did not come up, because if this is how women who always date billionaires behave when ish goes south, threatening tell-all books, you can kiss your days as a low-rate escort goodbye, sis." Banks then went after her for having a shady past with, let's call it, illegal medicine, even posting a photo of Julia injecting something into her arm. On top of that, Azealia shared a lengthy text conversation between the two. In the text thread, you can see Julia threatening that she is going to expose a video of Banks dissing trans people and then claiming that she has has a recording of her saying that she's on the same level as Beyonce and Rihanna, something that she says that they play and laugh at repeatedly. But over the top of this screenshot is Azealia's response, and it is cutting equally as deep. This feud is for real. I mean, look at the shots being thrown here. Banks is dissing Julia's baby, telling her to sell a Birkin to fix her jaw, and then closes out by saying that she's having a meltdown over Kanye. And in response to this, Julia just decides that she too is going to engage in sharing private text messages. Julia then shares this message of Banks asking Julia for Molly and perk in NYC. Commenting on the screenshot, Julia writes, "So it has come to my attention that this troll keeps calling me a junkie. Sis, do you recall? At Azealia Banks." She also exposed Azealia for trying to get her set up with some paparazzi and getting her a discount on a hotel to shoot a music video, which at this point just proves that this has nothing to do with Kanye and everything to do with these two just not liking each other. At least from what we can gather, this seems to be a deeper rooted issue between Julia Fox and Azealia Banks. As bizarre as that is, these private texts show that there has to have been a lot of communication between these two prior to this falling out. I mean, for Azealia to be messaging Julia in NYC for those illegal medications, and then for a paparazzi link, I mean, these two seem to know each other quite well. Azealia Banks may post some wild things sometimes, but going after another woman's baby on the internet is a whole new level. This situation really upset her, and I don't think this story is going to stop after this one exchange. Following the news that Julia Fox had broken up with Kanye West, he has fully turned his attention towards the already taken Kim Kardashian. He sent her a truck filled with roses for Valentine's Day, and then started sharing private text messages from Kim about this messy Pete Davidson situation. Kanye had to post on Instagram to tell his followers not to do anything physical to Pete because Kim said so. He shared a screenshot of an alleged text message from Kim that said he was creating a dangerous and scary environment that could result in something bad happening to Davidson. In the text, Kim says, "You are creating a dangerous and scary environment and someone will hurt Pete, and this will all be your fault." Then in another screenshot shared by Ye, Kim adds, "There are dangerous people out there and this is scary and it doesn't have to be." Then Kanye replies, "I will always do everything to protect you and our family forever, and I listened to you and told everyone to make sure nothing physical happens to Skeet." Kim also must have had someone checking on Kanye's Instagram while she was texting him, because she immediately calls out the fact that he is sharing their current conversation. In another text from Kim, we see her asking Kanye something about why he can't keep their conversations private. In response, he says, "'Cause I got a text from my favorite person in the world. I'm your #1 fan. Why wouldn't I tell everyone?" Maybe because it goes against what you just said about wanting to keep your family safe. Sharing private conversations is not helping this situation. On Valentine's Day, Kanye decided to ramp up this stalker personality that he's been creating for himself and shared a photo of a truck filled with roses. In the caption and on the truck, he writes, "My vision is crystal clear. God, I hope that this is an accident and it's actually meant for a new girlfriend of his named Crystal." But I'm guessing he's spelling everything with a K to get Kim's attention even more. Who are we kidding? This is Kanye West. That truck filled with roses was sent to Kim's home, despite all signs pointing to a finalization of their divorce in March, according to TMZ. When these two were still together, Kanye used to do all kinds of big Valentine's Day gestures, including loading up a room full of roses while legendary musician Kenny G wailed on a saxophone. This is how you can tell that his priorities are completely out of whack right now. He could have easily done something like this for Julia Fox, but instead he lost her after pining after his ex so much. To make things worse, Kim couldn't care less about Kanye's grand gestures. In fact, her latest trip to the Bahamas with Pete was a big indicator of this. According to sources who spoke with Page 6, Kim had to change the location of her vacation with Pete after catching wind that Kanye had found out where they were and was trying to go where they were headed. During her interview with Vogue, she reflected on how she deliberately disconnected during this trip. In the interview, she says, "I was in the Bahamas and the people I was with said, 'We're on vacation, we haven't been on vacation in a long time.' And then they threw their phones in the ocean. I was like, what? Am I allowed to do that?" However, instead of throwing her phone into the ocean, Kim just decided to change her phone number to alleviate the guilt that she was feeling for not responding quickly to everyone, which also explains why it says Kim's other phone in the screenshot shared by Kanye.
Most of my daily life is like getting into cars and showing up to a set, or I just like, if I'm off, I just either hang with my friends or chill with my girlfriend inside.
During a recent interview with People magazine, Pete Davidson just casually called Kim Kardashian his girlfriend for the first time on air. Since being linked together back in October when they were photographed holding hands on a roller coaster, many have been wondering if this would develop into anything further. While chatting with Kay Adams, host of People, the TV show, Pete really opened up on what it's like living in the spotlight. The comedian replied, "Well, I don't really have Instagram. I don't have Instagram or Twitter or any of that stuff, so most of my daily life is getting into cars and showing up to a set. or if I'm off, I just either hang with my friends or chill with my girlfriend inside, so I don't do much. Dating a member of the Kardashian family is certainly going to bring some unwanted attention, even if he does try to keep a low profile. Although he did say that fans' interest in his life has had virtually zero impact on his day-to-day, later adding, "Once in a while someone will scream something at you, or it might be hard to get Dunkin' Donuts, but other than that it's pretty fine. It's not awful, it could be way worse." What definitely could be way worse is having your ex blasting your parenting style on social media and threatening to beat up your new boyfriend. Pete staying off social media right now is probably the best thing that he could ever do. I feel like Kanye would also greatly benefit from doing the same, but hey, that's not my place to say. Kim and Pete first started to make headlines back when she hosted an episode of Saturday Night Live. The pair shared an on-screen kiss during a sketch where they played Jasmine and Aladdin. Following this, the two of them have been spotted together on a number of occasions, including when they spent time in Palm Springs to celebrate Pete's birthday, and when the duo had a romantic dinner and a movie date in Staten Island, New York, which is Pete's hometown. Just last month, they also enjoyed a post-New Year's vacation in the Bahamas. As for the line Kanye wrote about Pete, an insider said, "Pete thinks it's totally hilarious. Not just that, he thinks the whole tabloid drama with him, West, and Kardashian is hilarious. He loves it." And at this point, after dating Ariana Grande and many other big celebrities, Pete is pretty used to being tabloid fodder. However, even he admits that being with Kim has put him on a whole new level of scrutiny. The insider adds, "It's funny to him that the press wants to know his every move all of a sudden. Now, if this was just some other celebrity dating Kim, someone other than a comedian, I bet the response to Kanye's line would have been much more different. Pete is used to being roasted, so he shakes off Kanye's insults with no issue. However, I think Kanye was hoping that it would hurt his ego a little bit more and make him go crazy, thus driving a wedge between him and Kim. Unfortunately for Kanye, this actually brought the pair closer together." I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, and while you do that, I'm going to check out some of your comments from the video titled, "Adele Lookalike Sent to Replace Her Canceled Las Vegas Residency." Marina says, "Meanwhile, regular people have to show up, be a professional, and get the job done no matter what relationship problem or other problem you may have." Facts, Marina, facts. I wish I could just send in a Johnny clone. Nah, I love my job. Lawson Patterson says, "Seeing an Adele impersonator I'm sure is exactly like seeing the real thing." I sense some sarcasm in this comment. Gabriela Ortega says, "The audacity to have a replacement when people paid to see Adele specifically is crazy." Yeah, I don't think it was Adele that sent in the replacement. I think it was Vegas just wanting to have happier people. You know, it'd be pretty sad if you just see a bunch of Adele fans just walking aimlessly down the strip. Random Rumbling says, "I'm going to laugh if this lookalike does things as good or better and Adele gets forgotten. Would serve her right pulling out last second." I mean, it would, I guess, serve her right for pulling out last second, but I would love to see this, I almost said clone, this impersonator end up getting a good career out of this. Deja Voodoo says, "New job title on my bucket list, be a Joan Rivers impersonator. I didn't know I needed this, now I do." Hey, it just goes to show you that you can do anything. You can literally do anything. In Vegas, really.